Hello! Welcome to the Switch Underground. My name is Danny, and today we are going to play Part 4 of the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. In our last episode, we rode our rainbow hippogriff, and Princess Avendora has gone to Seastone. And then we were introduced to our teacher here, who's a tiny little guy. I think his name's Wilbur. And he's clearly not qualified, so I think we're in his study now. Let's take a look around.
The teddy is just, a keepsake and some moral support from home. Soft and cuddly moral support.
I like teddies.
This is Fridolin, my rabbit sheep. I had to cast the transformation spell during my mage training, and this is the result.
Look at Fridolin the rabbit sheep. Look at the bed.
The bed is pretty cozy. It's so cozy that Fridolin is curled up in it.
And chewing up all of your shit.
Friends share, and he lets me sleep at the foot end.
What a nice fella.
These are the aviator goggles that my granddad gave me before my first trip to Seastone.
See?
Well,
told you it was Seastone.
Pair of aviator goggles. The original pair was lost when Granddad fired me out of the cannon.
Your grandfather fired you out of a cannon? Okay.
My whole family stayed in the White Ridge Mountains.
Oh.
Why would they even want to come to Seastone? This isn't their world. Little Sydney can walk now and reach everything that's on the workbenches. That tripled her invention output. Maggie doesn't build battle robots anymore since the war is over. Now she's experimenting with computing machines. But Granddad says there's no future in it.
Computers will never work. Alright. He's got quite a nice little family. What's he doing here?
Ah, my wand. The King of Thieves got it for me during my mage training. He and the other rats have been tirelessly helping to rebuild the city in recent months.
Rats?
They work closely with the Archmage, albeit
So
mostly
the King of Thieves is a rat? Let's take the wand. We're gonna need that.
I still haven't figured out exactly how it works. Sometimes it performs the most amazing magic, sometimes it can't even perform the simplest of tasks.
It's a swish and
Archmage
flick,
Alice
buddy.
has promised to have a look at it sometime. Maybe it has a loose connection or something.
Now, I guarantee you there's going to be some Harry Potter references. Let's take a look at our inventory. We have a wand.
Sometimes
That's it.
my wand works perfectly and sometimes less so.
Yes. Okay, look at the magic ball.
Mages use balls like this to communicate over long distances. Master Marcus explained it to me. He'll know how I can tame those unruly students.
Wait, what was it? Master Marcus? Summon him through the ball.
So, what was that number again? 64731?
Hello.
Oh.
Ah! Oh, wrong number! I can't
Alright.
remember Master Marcus's number.
Shit.
I had it written in my notebook.
I need to find the notebook. What's that? The magical
This is
contract.
my contract, signed by the Archmage.
Who's dead, by the way.
I'm the first teacher in the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. At least the first since the school reappeared.
The school was gone? Okay. We're looking for that Harry Potter reference that's so blatantly obvious. Take a look at the junk.
It looked like this before I ever moved in. Generations of teachers must have left their stuff
Wow,
here.
there must be some
I like
awesome
it.
shit in there.
The school has a history, and when I have time, I'll rummage through it.
Alright. What else is there to look at? How about that water bowl?
A bowl of fresh, cool water for my roommate.
The rabbit sheep? Take the
There's
bowl
no
of
way
water.
I'm taking the bowl with me. I mean, how am I supposed to put a bowl of water into my pocket without...
Yeah.
It's not like I can just carry anything around.
What?
But I could use the bowl here in the room.
Sure.
Do you want some water, Fridolin?
He's gotta be parched from all that paper.
He seems to be hungry
Parched
more
from
than
all that
anything.
parchment. Okay. Use the water with only him. Let's see, what else?
The entire school building is a bit scary.
That's a
No one
stove?
knows exactly where it was the last 20 years. It disappeared overnight and then reappeared just as suddenly once the war ended.
That is
There's a lot of magic in these
Kinda
old
cool.
walls. The stove is always on, for example, and even though I've never put any wood in it,
it's a magic stove. We could cook the rabbit sheep. Oh. This is a family channel. We drink tea out of our Superman mug. Today's tea is one of my favorites. It's the Celestial Seasonings Tension Tamer. And if you've ever seen the box, it has a dragon on it. Some lady in a red dress, I think. Or maybe that's the Matrix. No, lady with a red dress. What didn't we look at? What's that on the ground?
Master Marcus and the Archmage were so busy rebuilding the city that no one had the opportunity to teach me anything about teaching.
Well, shit, dude.
This box was in a shop window down in the city. I thought it might be useful. After all, there are children with magic wands on it.
It's gotta be useful.
Unfortunately, it just seems to be a bunch of those tricks. Like that old one with Mr. Wupperman, the top hat and the rabbit.
Wupperman. Okay. Oh, there's more stuff over here. Okay. Look at the shoes.
This must be the oldest shoe I've ever seen.
It's probably a magic shoe.
So old, it's even lost its ability to stink.
Really?
That's strange. There's paper in the bottom of the shoe. Oh, maybe the shoe has a hole and the paper is supposed to protect the wearer from getting wet feet.
Maybe it's got a secret message on it.
It's a sheet from a book. It's folded in the middle and printed on both sides. That equals 4 pages. It wasn't torn out. It looks more like the glue weakened and the sheet fell out. I'll just take it with me.
Can we, like, look at the paper?
A folded sheet from a book. I don't know what kind. A folded sheet from a book.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shh. Oh, open the magic set.
Short white rope, pair of dice, playing cards, and a guide on how to lead people up the garden path. That's just not right. Real magic or none at all.
Well, sometimes... Oh, pet food for the rabbit.
It
Cheap.
can't be healthy in the long run for Fridolin to always eat parchment and old scrolls. Perhaps he'd like the pet food I bought.
Of course he would. Alright, one more thing to look at over here. Ooh, the horn.
A few of the crates and boxes are labelled. Hands off. Property of the half-blood prince.
There it is, dude.
Schrödinger. That box could hold a dead cat.
Whoa, and a Schrödinger. All in one line. That's awesome. Alright, let's see. Let's look at the horn. Can I look at the horn?
A beautiful golden ear trumpet.
Oh.
One of my predecessors must have laid it up there. A very tall predecessor.
An ear trumpet. So that's like one of those things you hold up to your ear to hear, right? Alright, let's feed the cat. It's not a cat. It's a rabbit. Sheep, of course. Can I take the goggles?
That's when I found out Grandad has a whole box of these goggles. Every time he tries to persuade some idiot to do something stupid, he makes a rousing speech and then hands over his old aviator goggles.
I should take those. Oh, now I can't interact with them anymore. Okay.
It wasn't easy to tell them I'm not an engineer, but a mage instead. Mum said she'd always suspected it.
Okay. I see how this is working now.
Earlier, in a situation like this, I would have holed up in bed and hoped that everything would somehow take care of itself. But those days are gone. I'm a professor of magic, and I have to solve my own problems.
You're a goddamn hero. So when it has nothing else to say, it no longer is, like, illuminated, right?
The bed is pretty cozy. It's so cozy that Fridolin is curled up in it.
Okay.
But that's okay. Friends share.
Oh, already done that part.
At first I didn't want to accept. I know almost nothing about magic.
Clearly.
But Master Alistair said there are very few mages left, and I had completed mage training faster than anyone else. I was the right person for the job. I wanted to help and learn more about magic, so I agreed. Hopefully that was the right decision.
I feel like we were put in this job a little bit in haste, right? I don't think we're supposed to be here. Alright, let's feed him. Feed the rabbit. Sprinkle food on the bed. Give Friedland something to eat.
Okay, we'll do it like this. I'll give you some delicious pet food, and you give me my notebook back. Okay,
oh, he's
buddy?
chewing on the notebook with the phone number. That's great.
Alright, me first.
Oh, don't eat that.
Okay. Now give me my notebook, please.
Yeah, right. It ain't gonna be that
Hey,
easy.
I thought we had a deal.
Really, I gotta put this shit on my bed? Ew.
Maybe I can lure Friedlin away from my notepad.
Maybe you can.
That's it. That's all there is. Hey, Friedlin, look! Food! All you have to do is hop over here and get it.
Move your ass. Oh, that son of a bee.
Wow, my rabbit sheep has superpowers. But now the food is gone and Friedlin is still hungry.
Great.
Ah, no wonder I didn't do it right. It says, space-saving instant dry food. Soak in water before feeding.
Ah, crap.
Ah, crap.
See? Do I still have some?
Friedelin's crazy about this stuff.
Ah, man. Well, I could still feed it to him. And maybe he'll just blow up to the size of
How
a
about
balloon.
some water to wash the food down? That's what I thought. Food was pretty dry, right?
Oh, this is not gonna go well. If you've seen Family Guy, you know exactly what's gonna happen to this guy.
See how well I take care of you? Then maybe we could talk about my notebook.
Just give it a second, dude. There it is. I knew that was happening.
I'll read the instructions next time.
Just
Promise.
roll his ass.
Sorry.
Man, I am so good at this game. Now you got a rabbit pillow. Now we know bro's phone number. Here, let's use it with, well, we can probably know the number now, right?
It says, Master Marcus, only in emergencies, 64179. This
Isn't
is
it-
definitely an emergency.
Wasn't that the
I'm
number I
losing
did
my
before?
students' respect before I even had it. Well, 6417 and
9.
9.
Yeah. Hello.
Hopefully this will work this time.
Yes? Hello?
Master Marcus!
Wilbur, what is it?
Well, I'm in a bit of a...
Students, questions, help!
Take it easy. Tell me what happened.
Well,
You have to help me, Master Marcus. The students, they're always asking me questions.
that's their job.
Of course, you're their teacher.
But I don't know the answers. I've only been a teacher for a few days and I'm all alone. And the school is eerie and there's no textbooks and no one wants to learn anything and...
Wilbur, no one expects you to be the perfect teacher right away.
Well, those snooty
Wake
ass
your
hats do.
students' enthusiasm for magic. That would be a good start.
How can I inspire my students? I don't know anything about the history of magic.
Obviously not. Otherwise you would know that you'll never attract anyone with that subject.
But it's in the curriculum.
Show him something.
Oh, bugger
Show him
the
some tricks,
curriculum.
dude.
Do what you're good at. Cast spells. Fill them with wonder. Make them want to be able to do the same.
But I don't know how.
Wilbur, you conjured a sheep out of a hat, and you didn't know how to do that either. Go out there and knock them dead. Let the magic do the work. You may not know what you're doing, but you're doing it.
Wow, that's
Just
like the story of my
Do
life.
some magic.
And YouTube.
Just do some magic.
Why do I have to teach here all alone? Why aren't there any other teachers?
Many mages died during the war. There are only a few of us left. And most of those who survived are now pursuing more lucrative activities. Alchemy, ghost hunting, children's birthday parties.
No shit, huh?
But training new mages is important. If the rest are just out for the gold, then who will take care of the next generation?
You,
Being
Wilbur.
a teacher is an important and honorable task, Wilbur, even when others fail to appreciate
How
that.
long before we hit another Harry Potter reference?
If it's such an important task, why aren't you teaching at this school?
Politics. My brother is the Archmage, and he's in the middle of an election campaign.
Your brother's
He wouldn't
dead.
give his own brother a job. Well, his opponents would just love that. But I'm not angry. I did my part. I trained mages when no one else would.
I trained you,
And
Wilbur.
I found the most talented gnome mage the world has ever seen.
It's kind of bugging me. This ball, its other foot here, is not on the desk.
Your brother called me a natural talent. I am really quite good at magic, right?
You did some incredible things during your training.
I just wish I could control the magic better. Sometimes it just bubbles out of me, and other times, nothing.
Well,
I
Wilbur,
think
it's
that
all
will
about
come with
willpower.
time. And if not, you will have to rely on your ingenuity.
And your magic trick
Apparently
box.
there was a powerful gnome mage a long time ago. Did he kill any dragons?
According to legend, the last of the great dragons, Gremma, was defeated by a gnome.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I mean. What was that gnome's name?
No one knows. He arrived at a time of great need and saved the people of the Southlands by accomplishing the impossible. Then he disappeared without a trace.
Wow. But one of my students asked me for his name.
Then he probably wanted to lead you up the garden path. Some students want to find your weaknesses and see how far they
Garden
can
path.
go. Don't take any guff.
Thanks for your help, Master Marcus. I'll get through the lesson one way or another, and I'll get back in touch, okay?
Sorry, but no, Wilbur. You caught me packing. I'm off to spend 2 exciting weeks with a couple of friends.
Something's fishy
You're on
here.
vacation. Well, now.
Maybe it's more than just a holiday. I sold the mage school, as you know. I want to start something new.
I think Marcus killed his brother,
do what I
dude.
really want to do. Role-playing games.
Role-playing games?
Wow, we're here.
Live role-playing games.
We broke the
They
third
start
wall.
in a few days. We leave the normal world of magic, monsters, and dungeons behind and immerse ourselves in a fantasy world. I play a removals contractor who is caught in a traffic jam with his truck and must therefore spend a night in a motel. Can you imagine what adventures could be waiting there for me?
That's so funny.
I thought being a teacher was really important, and...
That it is. Have fun.
Master Marcus! Hello!
He's hung up his ball. Wow.
Master Marcus told me everything I need to know. Hold your head high, inspire your students, and don't let things get you down.
That's
Just
right,
wish I
Wilbur.
wasn't entirely on my own.
You're not alone. Look, you got,
The way he looks at the moment, he could give Bertram, the world's fattest hamster, a run for his money. But he'll get back to normal. A short nap and he'll be right as rain.
well, dude, he's gonna crap all over that wall. I mean, let me tell you a story. When I was about 8, I was playing with a ketchup packet before school, right? I was squeezing it back and forth, and it exploded into my eyeball. And it was a horrific sight. I screamed, ran to the bathroom. My mom was like washing it out. Point being, we got a ketchup packet here, and I'm saying we play with it, but I don't think Wilbur's on board, so it's fine. Alright, I don't think there's anything for us to do in here anymore. One more look at the stove, maybe?
A magical stove is a fine thing in winter, but in the summer, this small room could quickly become sweltering.
Sure. Alright, let's go inspire the turds.
Come on, Wilbur. You can do it. You can inspire your students.
I'm ready to inspire. Be brave, Wilbur. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know this game is, you know, slow and all that, and it's supposed to be.
Better.
So what about the magic rooms?
No one knows the name of the gnome that defeated Grandma. Nice try. Feet off the desk, or I'll make it bite them off.
Ooh, we got our balls now. Jeez, it sounds like the neighbor
Enough
kids
with
upstairs
history
are
of
doing
magic.
stuff.
Let's cast some spells. Fairy games doesn't sound bad, right?
Maybe not. They're farty fairies, dude.
Impossible!
Not bad, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
That is magic. And here you can learn how to control it. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll do something else.
But you can't wait to get back here now, can you? Oh my god, look at that hair. What?
Oh, sorry, honey. Get rid of that, will you? I need a word with Mr. Weathervane.
God, what does she want? This is like the How I Met Your Manager,
Mr.
or Can I Speak to Your Manager haircut.
Nice to finally meet you in person.
I hate her already.
And you are?
How very precious. I rather thought it'd be wise to watch out for you, Mr. Weathervane.
Why watch out for me?
You only play the innocent little country yokel. I always knew that. Your patron, Archmage Alistair, will not win the election against me.
Oh,
Did
what
you
isn't?
know
I thought the
that we're
Archmage was
only 3
dead.
points behind him in the latest polls?
No, I
Is this
wasn't aware of
taking
that.
place like on a different timeline?
How may I help you?
Help me? Ha! One of the Archmage's top men wants to help me. You know how the game is played, don't you, Weathervane?
No, not really.
Things are heating up. The House of Cards is starting to collapse. I
Uh-oh.
know it, and Alistair knows it too. We both lie low, waiting for the other to make a mistake. And he has made the first.
What mistake did he make?
What mistake did the Archmage make?
He hired you.
Oh, Christ's
A
sake.
gnome with a fake diploma issued by none other than the Archmage's brother Marcus.
I
Fake.
earned my diploma honestly. I have passed all 3 of the exams and...
Gnomes know nothing of magic. Everyone knows that. And
Oh,
you've never taught
God.
before.
But Archmage Alistair believes in me.
As the head mage, he appoints the professors. But I'm the merchant council leader, and I assign the administrative posts. Headmaster
Bullshit.
Block will reveal your incompetence, and the newspapers will report on the Archmage's dubious personnel policy before the election.
The new headmaster. Who is he?
Horatius Block. A good man, very correct, and very strict.
Clearly.
If he can help this school return to its former glory, I look forward to working with him.
Former glory? This old ruin, it was already run down back in my day.
Well, why did you send your
And
kid here?
wherever it was for the last 20 years, it definitely looks like they didn't have any cleaners.
My friend, Archmage Alistair, is better suited to bring the city and the country back into shape than
She's
anyone
like
else.
Umbridge,
Oh,
but not,
you
you know?
believe that? He is a great mage. Anyone who doubts that is mad. And he was a great leader during the war, most of the time. But what we need now is someone who understands the economy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's you?
The economy of hair
I
products.
am a rich and successful merchant. I have rich and successful friends. Who could be better suited to making others rich and successful?
Oh
Alistair would
boy,
step down
this is
for you if
starting
you
to
believe
align
that.
with the current political
You know what?
climate of the United States.
I actually believe you're right. Strange, isn't it? How little he worries about defending his power.
You shouldn't have just shot my fairy.
Do
What did I
not
just get?
underestimate me, Mr. Weathervane. I am very well aware that those are not fairies. Cobolus Vergastus, flying kobolds. Don't tell me you conjured them up yourself.
Oh boy.
Yes, I did. All 5 of them.
Amazing! Powerful magic is needed to manifest living creatures. That is why most necromancers only reanimate skeletons. Dead matter can be much more easily controlled, as of course you know. Or should know.
Well, now I have 4
Oh, I
friends.
guess it's all been said,
I had
hasn't it?
5.
Indeed.
Get
You're on a
out.
sinking ship, Weathervane, but I could still be convinced to throw you a life preserver.
I trust the Archmage.
Then, Mr. Weathervane, you shall perish with him.
That's right.
Here, elect Sybil Van Buren. She knows how to get it done. Come along, honey. We're leaving.
Yeah. Make
There
Seastone
aren't
great
any
again.
of these in my book of fairy tales, Mama.
I know, honey. Who wants to look at something that ugly?
Good
Can you
Lord.
turn him into a unicorn? Or the Cheshire Cat? Or the Frog Prince?
Talk about freaking... Okay. I can move around again? Okay, good. What's in my inventory here? A fairy spell. Nothing really to use it on. Oh my god, look at all this crap in here.
The little fellas look like they've got nothing but mischief in mind. I hope they don't get into too much trouble. They're ugly, but I summoned them. Therefore, there is a special bond between us.
Just like the raptors in Jurassic Park, dude. I think that one's gonna shit on my head.
I suspect that some sort of strange magical creatures were kept in the cages. Students, for example.
That's what I would do. Here, let's go look at the desk. See what kind
I
of...
don't know who that boy was. He was a right pain in the ass. However, he seemed to understand a great deal about magic. And if I managed to teach him some manners, he could be an excellent student.
He could be. Now let's see how big of a unit he carved into it.
Generations of students have left their mark, especially in the form of little pictures and sayings carved into wood. Here's a particularly long one.
Oh boy.
For all drifters and troublemakers, condemned to write the same sentence on the board over and over again, no problem. Cast the automation spell on the piece of chalk and it does it all the work for you. Bartholomew. Hey, aye, that's cheating. Pretty clever though.
It is cheating.
The spell carved into wood down there, I'll just write it down.
Cool. I've got all kinds of
Chantal
spells.
forgot her book.
Well, she probably
Seems
drew
to
some
be a book
nasty
of
stuff in
fairy
it too.
tales, but one of the tackier kinds. My dad used to read me fairy tales when I was a kid. The bloodthirstiest, most cruel, creepy, proper fairy tales.
The
I'll
Brothers
just
Grimm
leave it
dude.
there. Chantal can take it tomorrow.
Fine, I didn't want it
This
anyway.
is the desk that Chantal, the daughter of the council leader, and little Timmy share. Hard to imagine two students being any more different. Chantal is only here because of its tradition in her family.
Okay.
I don't think she really cares about magic or has any real talent for it. Timmy, though, well, he is eager to learn and was so excited the last few days. It's for students like him that we have to get this school back up and running.
Wilbur, your motivations are pure, my friend. Let's see what's in this table flap.
A pencil case. A ruler. Nothing special.
Okay.
I don't think the Archmage even has brochures like these. No posters or town criers or plays. Either he lacks the gold or he doesn't want to conduct his election campaign in this manner.
Well, maybe he doesn't need to, man. Let's see. Let's go knock out this part of the room and then we'll come back. Hit
The last time a fire burned in this was before the school disappeared 20 years ago. And even if I could, I shouldn't start a fire in it anyway. The flue was broken and the smoke would fill the entire classroom.
That's a clue. I'm gonna need to do that. What's that one?
The mixing of potions is an important part of magic. It's a bit
'Kay.
like cooking, except a stew doesn't kill you if you add the wrong ingredients.
So we're definitely gonna have to make
Or
a potion at some
if it's
point.
stirred wrong.
And we're gonna have to stir something incorrectly.
No? With a little luck, I can get through the day without causing an explosion.
Okay. It's the bedroom. Let's go look at the book.
This book looks very old and important.
Maybe we should look at it.
Half the class had runny noses. Most were recaptured.
God, it's like a log. Oh, because they
This
were
is the roll
running.
book where the teacher writes down any unusual events.
Ooh, there's gonna be some clues in there. Let's take our wand back.
It didn't let me down this time, though. It worked even better than I expected. It was like it wanted to conjure. I could hardly keep it under control.
Our wand is possessed.
Teachers are traditionally paid in apples. I got this one myself, because I didn't want to spend my first day without an apple.
Well, that's sad. But I'm sorry, Wilbur. That's the way the cookie crumbles, my friend.
Plus 5 points for defeating a troll, minus 50 for leaving your dorm at night. Maybe young Harry is right. That seems a little unbalanced.
How many Harry
Whoa,
Potter references
school
can
must
we,
have been more competitive back then.
how many?
The book is too thick to read without looking for anything in particular.
Okay, we're gonna need it to find something.
Ooh, crazy drawings and symbols. That must be really high magic.
Literally looks like a
Only
wizard's
the
hat up there,
wisest
dude.
mages can understand all that.
The apparatus?
Unusual. This device looks more like ordinary engineering than it does magic.
Well, maybe we should call our
Most magical
family on
devices
the...
have lots of golden parts, elaborate decorations, and bells and whistles, just the way the mages like them. This one could easily come from a gnome workshop.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say? The apparatus that corrupted student Allardyce. A warning to those who do not want to accept the limits of magic.
Okay. This apparatus is going to be important.
A student by the name of Allardyce made this apparatus and it brought him grief. I don't know why. Compared to the things lying around back home in Gnome Hole, this apparatus doesn't look particularly dangerous.
Gnome Hole?
What does it say? The apparatus, a warning to those...
Okay. I don't know what's up with Gnome Hole. Can I talk to this guy again?
They're ugly, but...
Yeah. Okay. Can I go this way? Nope. Alright. Let's look at this plant.
Oh, most of the plants have dried up. No one looked after them.
You kidding? That
Only
plant
this
looks
plant
alive.
Must have found
Okay.
a water source somewhere. Perhaps one of the windows has a leak.
A water source. Good to know.
Gives you hope to know that something beautiful and peaceful has survived in this
Oh,
gloomy
shit.
building. Ah! Ugh!
It's eating my kobold. You ass. It's gone.
Maybe it was always a carnivorous plant. But then again, perhaps it adapted to its new environment.
Probably
to
shouldn't
survive.
get too close to that,
Don't
Wilbur.
worry, little plant. From now on, I'll take care of you. You won't have to go hungry anymore.
Feed it the rabbit sheep.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Really? Did we just
Oh,
get a
that
kiss
smells like
from the
rotten
plant?
eggs. Oh, like Grandad whenever he's eating bean soup.
Alright. Do we approach the plant again?
I'm gonna hold my nose. That gas smells like
Well,
well,
you know, farts.
gas.
Okay, we probably gonna need to get next to the plant at some point. with the
Luckily, that
gas
stinky
cloud.
cloud of gas is short-lived and quickly vanishes.
Should bottle that up, dude. Alright, let's go. What was that, Pac-Man back there? Wait, what's that B one? That's just a look at the plant, right?
Maybe it was always a... Don't worry.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
Ugh,
come on.
that's
You don't need to
disgusting.
smooch me every
Oh,
time.
that smells like rotten eggs.
Or
Or like
when
Grandad whenever he's
Granddad.
eating bean soup.
Fine. Fart cloud is gone. Let's see. What's this?
When the
Fish
school
skeleton.
disappeared 20 years ago, obviously no one looked after the animals. Expected consequences, really.
That thing's dead. Let's take it. We're gonna need a fish skeleton, no doubt about it.
I don't need the whole skeleton, but a sharp-pointed bone like this might just prove useful.
Always.
It appears they wanted to replicate the fish's natural habitat as exactly as possible, including miniature treasure chests, just like the ones frequently found in the sea.
Sure. What's inside?
Hey, some old coins.
Nice. We're rich.
Maybe one
We
of my
can buy stuff.
predecessors had a vicious fish guard his retirement fund.
Okay, we got a fish bone. We got, oh god, an automation spell with Wally on it. Fairy spell. What are these? Oh, campaign brochure. A loose
folded
page.
sheet from a book. A tote. I don't know what.
Okay, let's look at the Pac-Man wall.
Introduction to magic, sheep breeding and care, statistics. That seems to be some kind of timetable.
Oh. That's it?
Well, as long as I'm the only teacher, most of these subjects won't get taught.
But sheep breeding, you gotta know something about that, right? Okay, I think that's it for this room. If you guys are still awake, it's bedtime. And if you're at work, working hard, keep at it. We're gonna leave the classroom now. So, you know, take a break, get up, take a pee, pause the video, the riveting
Archmage,
world.
Remy.
If it isn't our newest professor. How was your first class, Wilbur?
Shitty. Oh,
Great. I conjured up a few kobolds and the students loved it.
Ah, well done. That's the right thing to do. You've already pretty much won the battle, Wilbur. Once they want to learn, they will.
What brings you to the school?
I wanted to pay Horatius Bloch, the new headmaster, a first visit and see how the school's doing.
aren't I the only
That's very
teacher
nice
here?
of you. But don't you have more important things to do?
Well, it's my old school. I once walked these halls as a child myself.
Ain't nobody
What the
walking
Archmage
these
doesn't want
halls.
to tell you is that something is wrong here. For a few days she has sensed the presence of something evil.
Christ, that mouse talks. I should have known.
What do you mean you sense something evil?
Everything we do and think leaves a trace. You know how you sometimes shudder when you enter a place where great evil has been done?
Sure,
Dark
I
magic
guess.
leaves a particularly strong trace. Like a bad smell.
That might explain where
And
this
it
school's
smells
been
like
for the
dark
last
magic
20
around
years.
here?
I first felt it a few days ago. First in the lower town, then in the upper town. And now here at the school.
Where did it come from? I mean, do you know who's responsible?
I don't. The trace dissipates. There is too much wild magic in the air here at the school.
We must keep our eyes open at all times. Good detective work will serve us better in this case than some hocus pocus.
I love that rat.
So what's he like, the new headmaster?
I don't know.
He's no mage, that's for certain.
Oh shit.
He is an agent of the council leader.
First and foremost, he is a reliable official with principles, Remy. The council leader of the merchants did appoint him, and he may advocate her policies. Yet I do not believe he will conspire
Wait.
against us. He is stern, but upright.
So Remy's
Did
the
you see
mage?
the way he looked at me? Like I was vermin. No, I tell you. The council leader has hired him for one reason and one reason only. He is supposed to make life difficult for our Wilbur here.
God.
Am I being set
like
up
umbrage.
to fail so they can put the blame on you, Archmage?
Ah, if that's their plan, then they have already lost.
How's the campaign coming along? I hope we're winning.
We're still in the lead.
Wait,
But
so
our
this is
money shrinking.
this is the
Van Buren's big
archmage
wig cronies are throwing
that I
tons of
thought was
gold into our
dead.
election
Remy's
campaign.
the rat.
How are things in the town? Have things calmed down?
Not really.
Confused.
The barricades are getting higher and the camp is getting larger.
People are getting impatient, and who could blame them? The war is over, yet everyone is doing worse and worse.
But you're doing your best, Archmage.
It takes time, Wilbur. The deeper the wounds, the longer they need to heal. And nothing causes deeper wounds than war.
We must deliver results. Most still trust Alistair, but the mood could swing. Then we would not only lose the election, we would have a riot on our hands.
Alright, that's not good.
The council chairman was here. She picked up her daughter from my class.
Ah, terrible person.
She has great influence, and she has friends in high places.
She could also use her influence to do good, too. So why is she trying to bring you down?
She believes that that would be a good thing, Wilbur. Almost no one wants to do evil. There are just very different views on what is evil and what is good.
I think I'll go see the headmaster. Goodbye, Archmage. Bye, Remy.
Goodbye, Wilbur. Don't let them intimidate you.
I'll do my best, and I won't give up.
I know.
Well done,
You go on
Wilbur.
ahead, I'll be along in a minute. I want to talk to you in private, Wilbur. There are problems.
That bit about dark magic all over the city does not sound good.
It's not just that. I think the Archmage's life is in danger.
What?
There was an attack, or there may have been one. Alistair insists it was a coincidence, but how often do heavy gargoyles just break off the mage tower when he is standing below them? I have assigned as many rats as I can spare to guard him, but you must also keep your eyes open, Wilbur.
Me?
Not only is something going on in the city, something is happening in the school too. We need information. We need to find out who is behind all this.
It's Marcus, dude.
I hear Alistair's finally appointed you head of the Secret Service. From King of Thieves to high public office, eh?
Oh, this is the guy that gave me my
Absolutely.
wand.
Made quite a stir. It is the first time a rat has ever officially held an official government position. More than a few are of the opinion that with so many humans out of work, rats should not receive any jobs at all.
But nobody knows the city like you rats do. You really helped me out during my last adventure.
Oh.
You brought me potion ingredients and my fantastic magic wand.
And you saved Timmy and my entire clan from starvation. We'll never forget that, Wilbur Weathervane.
WW.
Timmy was a great help during my first lesson this morning.
Yes, he has done well. He absolutely wants to be a mage, just like his role model.
Just like the Archmage.
No, just like the hero of the Black Tower.
Oh,
For
great.
Timmy and many others, you are one of the heroes who ended the war.
Oh,
Oh,
me?
so Timmy likes
Then
me?
it's best I talk to the headmaster and ask him what I should do for him.
Whatever it is, just do it and act inconspicuous. But keep your eyes open for anything unusual while you do so.
Will do, Remy.
Things
Thank
that
you.
look unusual even in an enchanted mage school.
Which is like everything.
Got it.
Why don't we meet down at the inn after work? Then we can exchange news.
Good idea.
Oh, I just hope Headmaster Block doesn't keep me busy all night.
Oh, you'll be fine. You defeated the Shadow Army. Never forget that.
That was probably from the first game. Oh, he's got a tiny little
Yeah,
rat door.
Just back then I wasn't alone.
Oh my god, so much stuff to look at in here. Okay. We're gonna look at this room. And then we're gonna call it here.
What's this?
A spell.
Another book page. Or more precisely, another folded sheet of paper upon which 4 pages have been printed.
It looks like I'm gonna have to find all of
Look at
those.
the page numbers on the first sheet and on this sheet. It seems there are at least 5 sheets missing.
I'll put them all together, don't worry. Wait, what's up there?
That kobold seems pretty adventurous. He was the first to slip out of the classroom and now he's just buzzing around.
Cool.
When you summon
that one's
creatures,
doing
I
nothing.
reckon you don't really create them. You just call them from somewhere else.
Another
I don't
dimension.
know where the kobolds came from, but they don't give me the impression they want to go back there soon. The school looked terrible when it reappeared. It took
It's still
days
kinda
before we
messed
could
up,
move
dude.
freely on the ground floor. Don't even want to think about upstairs. We carried loads of rubbish out of the school. I guess we must have overseen those.
Pick up the
Take
boards.
them with me. Done is done.
Got some boards. Got a sharp bone. Can make a club. Let's see. Look at the junk. More junk.
Nah, the school's not in the best condition, but at least there's a public mage school in Seastone again. And now we will gradually reclaim the building, and I will help train a new generation of mages. We will tidy the classrooms, we will tidy the halls, we will tidy the stairwells. We will never surrender.
Oh, come on, Wilbur. Pull the lever.
No idea what it does.
Pull it. What did it do? Did it open the window? I don't know.
Maybe the tapestry shows who the knights served. I don't know much about these things, unfortunately. We didn't have knights in the White Ridge Mountains. Probably they sank in the snow. The lever opens a window up there.
Oh, I thought so. That should let the kobold out. Let's see, what else do I need to look at here? What's on the ground?
The school's not in the best condition. The worst of the rubbish has been disposed of, but it will still take weeks before everything is clean and tidy.
See a couple dice down there. Well, he's very happy looking, isn't he? What else can we look at? A knight?
When I first arrived at the school a few days ago, I got a real fright when I first saw it. I mean, I knew about armor from books, but if you imagine that there's a real person inside, and has been for decades...
Really?
Ew,
There's a skeleton in there?
that's silly. Whoever's in the armor would have died a long time ago.
Well, not
Unless
necessarily.
It's a ghost.
That shit's gonna come alive. Nope. Alright guys, that's 45 minutes. We made it through 3 rooms. Wilbur's house, classroom, and now here. And when we come back for episode 5, we're going to meet the headmaster. This game feels like I'm playing through an interactive cartoon, which is kind of cool, but it means there's a lot of talking and not a lot of doing. With Ivador, we were solving a lot of puzzles. I have a feeling how it's going to go. We're going to go talk to the Archmage. And then we're finally going to get our ability to roam around and solve some stuff. This is a family channel. So, that's it for me. I'm going to bed. Be good to each other. I'll see you guys for episode 5. Right. Take care. Bye, Wilbur.